Hello, in this exercise I'm going to show you how to work with multiple pencils at the same time to achieve more energetic and expressive work. So you can see here I've got few pencils and I simply aligned them together so they create one line, and I'm using some tapes to wrap them around. One key thing I would like to mention: you should consider sharpening your pencils with the Stanley knife so you can achieve much longer piece of graphite to work with. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the gesture drawing on my paper. So I'm going to use the charcoal. Whole drawing from start to finish took me 30 minutes, but I will speed up through parts of this process for ease of watching. Correct yourself as you go. Just be a bit more loose. It's not about the perfection, it's about the impression. When you've got your general composition ready, you can go ahead, get rid of all of the unnecessary lines, and then tone down your drawing so it's just barely visible. And now you're ready to start drawing using multiple pencils. Having initial gesture drawing will help you with creating a bit more confidence about general shapes of the objects, which will allow you to work with multiple pencils because it will give you guidance to where to start drawing. Of course, you can correct the shapes. For example, I can see that I've placed my pot down here in the wrong position. I need to move it a bit towards that direction. Going to concentrate on just one part here, just on this plant. Make sure that you look at your composition in front of you. Don't rely on your memory. Memory can really lie to you. Okay, I'm pretty happy and confident about this shape here. So you can start develop the tonal work here. So first thing I'm going to do is, I noticed that my base, it's darker than the pot, so I'm going to add a bit of light shading here. And having multiple pencils allow me to work much quicker. Feel like I want to ease off. The biggest difference that you're going to feel while working with multiple pencils in the same time is that you can't concentrate on details as you're creating multiple lines in the same time. This forces you to look at the objects in the general shapes. It might feel uncomfortable on the beginning, but it will help your observational skills in the long run. Talking about the observation, you should be looking at your objects in front of you more than you're looking on your paper. It's observation, looking at objects, that needs developing more than your actual drawing skills. You've got this. I'm going to speed up this video even more as I'm just going through the same steps of looking at the objects, creating outlines in the multiple lines, and adding the shades across different parts of the video. Notice that I'm jumping around the areas and I'm not afraid to move and correct myself as I go. I've limited myself time-wise with this work. I'm spending only 30 minutes on it, so I know that I need to concentrate on shades of dark and light and general positions of objects rather than small and detailed areas. Try to have fun with the whole process. Enjoy the freedom that comes from not being able to draw very small details. If you come across the part of the image that it's very complicated, you can switch for a moment to a singular pencil if that will help you to develop complicated shape, but come back to multiple pencils after you resolve the issue. You try to show energy and loosen up your work. So it's a good idea to stand while you're working on your piece. This will force you to work quicker. The whole process of working with multiple pencils might feel awkward on the beginning, but it's a very valuable skill to have for the future. If you're ever going to work on the really large scale drawings, knowing how to use multiple pencils in the same time, it's going to be very useful. Develop whole page tonally. Don't forget about establishing the correct shade for the background. If you're using drawing board, it's good to unclip your work towards the end and shade the areas hidden as well. In the last few minutes of your drawing, you can switch to a singular pencil and refine some details to give your piece finished look. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.